Good day, grade 11. Magandang 47 degrees sa inyong lahat. So this is another picture lecture. I think this is the second for our topic for the fourth quarter. It speaks on the professional and practitioners in communications. So there will be another, no? There will be another assessment here after the video lecture. So listen very carefully. Okay? This might be long but not longer than the past video lecture. This will be shorter. Okay? The topic is the professionals and practitioners in communications. So we will be tackling the roles, functions, and competencies of communications and journalists. To the areas of specialization which communicators and journalists work with. Basically, yung ating mga practitioners and professionals in communications, in the mass communication, called as the broadcasters and the journalists. So doon magpo-focus tayo. Number three, what are the career opportunities of communicators and journalists? And if you wanted to be one of the communicators in the mass communications, so pwede niyong pagpilian itong mga ganitong klaseng trabaho. Career opportunities. Number four, the rights, the responsibilities, accountabilities, and the code of ethics of the communicators as they in the in the performance of their duties. What are those ethics and the responsibilities and accountabilities? Okay? So with our communication 102, the professional and practitioners in communication. So let's review first what are the types of media that we discuss about evolution of media. There are several, right? Media, we can have it in the internet, the television, radio, magazine, and the newspapers. Actually, media, termed as the instrument or the tools used in communication, whether it is cellphone, yung lata na may sinulit, that is a communications na rin. Communication tool yan. That is a medium or a media. Smoke signal is a media. So, nade-develop yan. Ano? Or we can say that media, any channels of communications. Kakato ka lang sa pinto, no? Sabihin, may tao. Ano yung ginamit na medium? Siyempre, yung pagkatok. Okay? So I've said about the types of media. We have the television, we have the internet, the radio, the newspapers, and the magazines. Actually, marami pa, no? Meron tayong communication with halimbawa, communication with the radar. Hindi man siya language, pero it is a transmission of messages. No? Like, nakakausap natin yung mga astronaut dun sa outer space or in any form, no? Media siya. One, sa internet, we'll be discussing the types of media and those people who are in the performance of their duties in the circle of their realm, no? Yung internet. Halimbawa, in this internet, we use media, the medium of the applications, and who are the practitioners or the professionals. Anyway, what's the difference between practitioners and professionals? Remember, professionals, nag-aral talaga ito, no? Practitioners, nagpa-practice lang, hindi naman siguro nakapag-aral, pero alam din nila yung ginagawa ng mga professionals. Ni-level lang natin sila kung sila ay nag-aral o hindi. But for the practitioner, sometimes, mas maano pa sila, no? Mas creative pa. Anyway, that's the differences between the practitioners and the professionals. So practitioners in the internet, we have the podcasters, diba? Yung mga nagpa-podcast, like in the picture, bloggers, as in letter B, no? Writing, making comments. Tapos yung mga vloggers, as in letter B, yung making videos. Just like in TikTok, Facebook, etc. Okay. Next, we have the practitioners and professionals in television. As we watch the news, no? Ang tawag sa kanila ay newscaster, broadcasters, or journalist. Sila yung mga nagsusulat, sila yung nagko-compose ng mga stories. And pinapractice nila yan in broadcasting. No? Halimbawa, sa broadcasting, meron ang mga practitioners yan, mga TV hosts, people from the production, kahit nasa likod ng camera, they are the practitioners or professionals in television. Okay? Next, practitioners and professionals in the radio. As you can see in the picture, broadcasters, journalists, ayan, radio hosts, DJ, and of course, the production people behind the microphone, behind the cameras. Sila yung bumubuo or the practitioners and professionals in communications. Next, who are the practitioners in the newspapers and magazines? As you can see, of course, those are the writers, the columnists, the journalists, even the publishers, and the production people. Nakikita natin yung mga reporters no, nag-i-interview, nag-ano, yan. Yan yung mga practitioner and professionals in the newspapers and magazines. Next, communication practitioner professionals. Actually, they are found in the field of journalism, broadcasting, filmmaking, okay, in a television show, public relations, advertising, publishing, and etc. They are involved in written, oral, visual, digital communication as required by their fields. What are the the role of practitioners and the professionals? Let's have it in the picture, no? The political role. O paano mo malalaman kung sino pipiliin mo sa mga presidential election, presidential candidates? Sinong nagbibigay ng mga details regarding the political people na pwede nating iboto, no? Ngayon, malapit na naman yung botohan, ano? Naglalabasan na yung mga kandidato. So, sino nagbibigay niyan? Yan ang political role of media from the TV, radio, o yan. Knowing the political perspectives, political details. Ano pa? Political role din ng media ay yung nagbibigay ng guidelines or nagbibigay ng gabay para sa paano bumoto, sino iboboto, o ayan. As well, um, yung mga opinions, no, mga political opinion, political issues, nakikita natin yan sa TV, no, napapanood, naririnig sa mga radio. And other political issues and concerns. Okay? Next, the economic role of media. Economic role of those practitioners and the professionals. At sa balita, no? Magkano na ba yung bigas? Sino nag-ano dyan? As you can see in the photo, no? That is in the inquirer.net internet, no? Pero Inquirer is a newspaper. Meron silang publications dun sa no? Sa internet. So, pinapakita ng mga practitioners and professionals yung mga details about the economic issues, concerns. Business communications, no? Yan, pinapakita nila yan siya. And of course, in some way, yung mga personal investment mo, yung mga learning from coaches, mga wealth coaches like this, ano? Yun ang makakilala kay Ching Tan. So, nagbibigay siya ng mga advices about personal investments, finances, security, and wealth wealth concerns. Yan, mga yun. So, nagtitid yan ng mga ideas, advices, and other things about communications. Next, social role. Social role of the practitioners and the professionals. Ayan. The social networks. Okay? Natututo rin tayo sa kanilang mga bagay-bagay about sa internet, like the social skills that we are learning from the internet, the ability, the learning, the relations, the training, the goals, the rules, help, and other things. Basta natututo tayo dyan. Even learning from our learning content, yung knowledge content, natututo ako. Nanonood lang ako ng TikTok, no? O kaya Facebook Live. Natututo ako ng mga how to manipulate computers, troubleshoots, diba? Yung mga hack lives, yan. Yan yung pagkatuto natin. Yan yung social roles of the practitioners and the professionals in the internet. As well, the whole system in the internet. May natututunan tayo dyan. Okay? Next, we have the areas of specialization. These are the 5 mass communication fields you can choose from. You are grade 12, 11. As soon as you graduate from the senior high school, you can choose kung ang focus nyo ay communications. Communication ng mga courses. Like one, you can go to the advertising part of the communication. Ano yung mga advertising? Siyempre, mag-advertise ka ng products, marketing and advertisement, public commercials, mobile consumer, market, ayan. Kapag ikaw nag-affiliate ka, no? Diba may affiliation sa TikTok, sa Facebook Live, that is also an advertising. Ginagamit mo yung platform ng TikTok applications or Facebook Live applications. Okay? Yan. What is advertising? Advertising is a promotional activity which aims to sell a product or service to a target audience. Sino mahilig umorder? O, ayan. Order kayo ng order. Try nyo naman magbenta para ano, you're not just a consumer but also try to be a seller, no? Para naman kumita-kita tayo. And you will be using advertising. Next, in the realm of journalism, no? And the broadcasting, diba? Yung sa journal, pagsusulat, online media, print media, kung nagti-TikTok ka or nagpe-Facebook live ka tapos giving advices, that is actually a broadcasting, no? Okay? Kasi yung script din yan, sinusulat mo yan, that will be that will be a part of journalism. You are writing or making stories regarding what is happening right now. O, ayan. Di ba, nag-submit kayo ng, alam mo, nagsasubmit kayo kay Sir J ng mga picture stories. That is journalism na yun. Okay? Mamaya, no, i-tackle natin yan kasi that is your practical performance task. Okay? As well, in the areas of specialization in communication, you can be a director, actor, or maybe you are part of the production people in the film industry. Pwede yan. Simula ka sa mababa tapos mag-aral-aral ka tapos aralin mo ang mundo ng film industry, you can be a director or part of the production people. Okay? Next, in the part of the research in the areas of specialization, you can be a news writer, feature writer, script writer. Meron pa yung mga news correspondent, no? Yung pinadadala sa gera, no? Looking at the picture. Sila mismo ang kumukuha ng ano dyan. Sila mismo ang kumukuha ng nito ng stories. Okay? Okay. Next is the accountability through communication. The term accountability of the professionals and the practitioners. It refers to the acceptance of responsibility for honest and ethical conduct towards others. Ibig sabihin, if you are a practitioner or a professionals, you are accepting the responsibility na nakaatang sa'yo. Ano yung responsibility na to? Ito yung tinatawag na accountability. And accountability is very positive. Yung responsibility mo, ano yung mga conduct, kaya yung mga attitude, behavior, okay, yung mga platforms mo na gagawin para makapag-induce, makapag-influence in a positive way. Yan ang tinatawag na accountability. Di ba, broadcaster, no? Mike Enriquez. Ano yung kanyang accountability? Kailangan malinis siya, walang bahid na ano. Kasi nga, nagre-reflect din sa kanyang not only in his job position, but also yung kanyang background as background, personality background, attitudes, and credentials. Kailangan malinis. Yan talaga accountability. Diba? Kung ang broadcaster may kaso ng rape o kaya pagnana or graft and corruption, anong accountability no? Just like teachers, ano yung accountability ng teachers? Kapag meron siyang mga cases, di ba? Teacher lang ba? Estudyante. Ano yung accountability ng estudyante sa classroom? Di ba? Mag-submit ng mga performances. Or else, ano mangyari? Alam nyo na. Next, one of the most powerful ways to build a culture of accountability is to model the behavior you want to see in others. Yun yun. Model mo dapat siya. Ano yung nagiging outstanding sa behavior ng isang tao, dapat minomodel mo siya. Malinis. Sir ba? Sir, wala namang malinis ka kasi you are performing as well yung accountability mo dun sa tao. Kailangan may nakaka-influence ka. You become a model of the behavior. Model of behavior. Okay? So bakit yung isa dyan nagmumura? Just to take the accountability. No? Okay? Yun yun. You need to communicate consistently and authentically with your words and actions that you are accountable for your own work and that you expect the same from others. As you speak with the microphone in broadcasting, as you write in a news writing, feature writing, kailangan consistent sa iyong behavior. Positive lagi. What is this consistency? Pag sinulat mo, no, the avoidance of the graft and corruption, kailangan wala kang bahid ng graft and corruption. Diba? Ganon. Diba? So bakit yung mga pastor dyan? Wala na tayong pakialam sa kanila. No? Anyway, why accountability and communication? Yun nga, you have to model the behavior. Like alam mo yung teacher in teaching. Kailangan walk the talk. Kung ano yung sinasabi niya positively, in valuing, kailangan ginagawa niya yun. Kailangan natututunan din natin sa kanya at nakikita. Okay? And the practitioners and the professional must be consistently and authentically with their words and actions. Di ba? Di ba nakikita natin? Sir, bakit si ano ganito? Hindi siya consistent. Gets? Why is it important? The accountability. We don't need to be professional practitioners to actually to perform or to show accountability to people. Kahit ikaw, makikita mo yung accountability. So, paano? In the modest behavior. Yung mga practitioners and professionals, kailangan wala silang mga cases. Ito rin yung iniiwasan ng mga practitioner and professionals in media communications. Yung pagsasagawa ng mga libel and slander. So what is slander? Diba yung chinelas? Hindi. Libel, it is an intention to discredit or cause the dishonor or contempt of a natural or sinisiraan mo yung tao. No? Meron kang malicious imputation to a person. Sinisiraan mo. Libel, sinusulat mo siya. Okay? Halimbawa, doon sa paggawa mo ng TikTok, sinisiraan mo yung tao, that is libelous. Sir, bakit yung iba? Hindi lang natin na ano yan, hindi lang pinapansin ng iba yan. Pero marami ng influencer or content creator sa TikTok, sa Facebook Live, katanggap ng katakot ng demanda ng libelous. Okay? Sinulat, isinabi sa communication, in the media communications, libel. Sir, ni slander, yung pagkakaiba ng libel at saka slander. Slander, it is the act of knowingly Kailangan may intention ka. Making a false verbal statement in public. Walang hiya ka. Nangangabit ka. O ayan. Wala ka namang patunay. Slander. Kahit yung murahin mo, no? Unjust vexation yan. Slander na rin yan. Walang hiya ka. Paggamit ka. Eh, foul, di ba? Slander against you. Anong libel? A false written statement in public. Sir, sa TikTok ko public yun, di ba? Sir, sa Facebook ko lang sinulat eh. Tsaka yung nag-comment lang ako in public. In Facebook at public siya. Di ba? May artista ng ano, di ba? Sinabihan yung politician na ginagamit niya yung pera ng bayan. Ayun, milyon-milyon ang kanyang ano, libel case. I mean, milyon-milyon yung hinihingi ng ano, na nagkaroon ng na-defame, no? Merong tayong defamation law, eh, no? Yung ikinasisira ng tao sa pagsasabi ng iba sa kanya, wala namang mga patunay. Ito pag may mga patunay pa rin at sinulat mo, hindi pa naman sila nakukonvict, hindi pa naman sila. Still, yun ang accountability ng professionals and practitioners in communication. Huwag kang bibira agad ng mga salita na wala kang patunay. Even in the news, no? Sinasabi nila na ano, no, na alleged killer. Alleged pala. Kasi hanggat hindi napapatunayan yan, hindi mo mahuhusgahan yan na criminals. Yun yun. Kaya yung mga salitang di umano, ayan. Kaya suspected, no? Suspected killer. Ayan. Okay? Hindi ka nagde-judge doon. Kailangan may ganun. Hindi. Pinatay niya yan. Diba? Hindi nagsasabi ng mga professionals and practitioners ng ganun. Yan ang iniiwasan. The libel and the slander because we have the law regarding that. Else, right to privacy. What is right to privacy? The right of the people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures of whatever nature and for any purpose shall be inviolable. Kailangan yung persons, ikaw mismo, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures. Hindi naman dapat kalkalin, no? Yung buhay mo, yung property mo, di ba? Sige nga, pakita mo nga yung mayaman. Right to privacy. So, paano natin malalaman? Ito pa, except upon lawful order of the court. Halimbawa, pinaratangan siya, dinimanda siya ng graft and corruption. Sabi ng korte, search natin ang kanyang property, ang kanyang lifestyle, ang kanyang bank statement, ang kanyang bahay, i-search. Sinabi ng korte, waive, no, yung right to privacy ng tao. Or in the process of law, pwede pa nilang i-repeal, no? Yung search and seizures sa kanyang houses, papers, or sa kanyang personality or persons. O, di ba? Remember, except upon law or lawful order of the court or when public safety or order requires otherwise as prescribed by law. Okay? Pwede ka bang pwede ka bang makuhaan ng dugo kasi parang ano ka eh. Right to privacy yan. Hindi mo pwede. Not unless, syempre, okay lang, walang problema. Pag sinabi mong gano'n, pwede siya. Pero pag umayaw, ayan, kasi nga, right to privacy. Okay lang, kuha niyo ako ng dugo. Eh, inalaw mo eh, nagkaroon ka ng permission. So, na-waive yung right to privacy. Nagigets ha? So, kung ang practitioners and professionals ay nangingialam ng mga ganitong buhay, di ba? Diba, yung mga properties, yung mga, nga, pakita nga yung dokumento mo. O, teka muna, bakit? Ano ba? Sinabi ba ng korte na ano pa? Public safety or order. Ibig sabihin talagang Napaka-obvious, no? Makita ka sa camera, nagsaksakan, nagnakaw, diba? Yun yung mga requirements for the public safety or order. Gets? Basta pag sinabi ng korte, sinabi ng batas. Sir, bakit yung sa internet, no, bago ka umano sa mga applications, meron diyang no, meron kang chine-checkan diyan, nag-agree ka about data privacy. Yun yun. Pag chinek mo yun, na meron silang rights o meron silang opportunities para kalkalin yung yung private profile mo, yung profile mo. Ayan. Sabihin, inalaw mo sila. Okay? O, isipin nyo, pag nag-ano kayo ng mga apps, halimbawa, magda-download kayo ng application, Facebook, magtatanong sa iyo yan, nire-require yung permission mo para ma-waive yung right to privacy ng iyong files, ng iyong profiles. Hindi yung tatanungin yung buhay. Kung ano lang yung kinalaman dun sa registration for Facebook, for Instagram, etc. Or in any other applications, doon sa internet. Basta nag-agree ka, willing ka, inalaw mo sila, wala nang na-waive na yung right to privacy. Gets, ha? Kaya always, kaya kahit sa mga applications, may mga dyan, may mga check, inaagrihan yan, waiving the right to privacy. Next is, ayan, data privacy, it actually means the ability of a person to determine for themselves when, how, and to what extent personal information about them is shared with or communicated to others. So, ang tanging tao lang ang nag-aalaw kung kailan, paano, at to what extent yung kanyang personal information ay kalkalin or ibahagi sa iba. Sir, paano kung magnanakaw talaga, paano natin malalaman yun? Pero ulit, except upon lawful order of the court. Pinakatangan ka no? Ay, hindi nyo pwede kalkalin yung bank statement. Pero pag sinabi ng korte, no? Ayan, ilalabas mo yung bank statement. Di ba? Ay, hindi nyo pwede kunin yung baril ko, no? Pinagbibintangan yung ginamit ko sa krimen. Hindi pwede. Privacy ko yun. Sabi ng korte, pero kaming rito, search warrant galing sa korte. Labas mo. Diba? Except upon lawful order of the court. Or when public safety or order requires. Na tumanggi, ha? Batas yun. Next, obscenity and the anti-obscenity law. Kung practitioners and professionals ay naglalabas ng mga ganito, accountability nila yun, na hindi dapat the restriction of professionals from proliferating wrong moral doctrines, obscene publication and exhibitions, and unlawful display to protect public morals, especially those of the young. Hindi ka dapat mag-post o kaya magsabi ng mga, di ba? Yung mura-mura, di ba? Wrong moral doctrines yan, no? O kaya yung naguhubad ka na, o kaya yung mga malalasurang act, di ba? Pinagbabawal yan sa pagsasagawaan ng kanilang duties. Kasi bahagi yan ng kanilang accountability, anti-obscenity. May batas tayo dyan. Okay? Ano pa? Contempt of court. What is contempt of court? An act of disrespect or disobedience toward a court or interference with its orderly process. Sabi ng korte, no? Sige, show cause order para ma-explain mo yung sarili mo. Ay, hindi ka gumawa. Ano yun? Disrespect and disobedience toward a court. Contempt of court. Di ba? Remember Kiboloy, no? Pinapapunta siya doon sa Senate hearing. Hindi pumupunta. Disrespecting. Na contempt of court siya. So yung mga professionals and practitioners, kailangan respecting the law and respecting the court. Or else, ayan ang may experience nila. Contempt of court. Okay? Hindi. Karapatan ko to. Korte naman ang sabi, di ba? Ano yung ano natin? Upon lawful order of the court. Kahit nga minsan ano no? Kahit nga minsan hindi korte. Pag sinabi lang ng police dahil sa kanilang investigation, in reference to lawful or law order and peace and 'di ba investigations. Sumunod ka diyan, huwag ka magtago. Or else ano kanya, contempt of court. Kasi sa pulis lang. Sasampangan nila yan sa korte, no? Contempt of court. Okay? Next, I think this is the last one, the ethics and communication, the ethical communicator, a communicator is egalitarian. What is egalitarian? Comes from the root equal. To be egalitarian is to believe in basic equality. Pantay-pantay. Walang yung sa TV, no, wala kaming kinikilingan, wala kaming diba? Sa amin, hindi ako naniniwala dun eh. Pero anyway, it means that everyone is entitled to the same respect. Pantay-pantay, pagtingin. Yun yun. Kung ikaw ay manunulat, a journalist, kailangan bigyan mo ng parehong timbang yung sinasabi ng dalawang parties. Hindi lang yung nagsaside ka sa isa. Very lenient to the other side of the party. No. Entitled to the same respect, expectations, access to information, and rewards of participation in it. Pag hindi, unethical. Remember? Pantay-pantay. So kapag magre-report ka ng mga ganun, di ba, minsan, hinihingi po namin ang side, yun, side ng akusado para mahinga natin ang kanyang paliwanag. Yan yun, egalitarian. Okay? Kahit in school newspaper, no, nag-judge ka dun. Ano siya, yung teacher, ano siya. Oh, di ba? Oh. Ethical communicator is a suspect. Oh, alam natin yan, ano? Hindi siya bastos, hindi siya, ano. The ethical communicator can be a passionate person and enthusiastic with their works without being disrespect. Wala nang paliwanag siya, kailangan magalak siya. Next, trustworthy. Building a healthy relationship with your audience, showing them how they can trust you and why the information you're about to share with them is believable. Credentials, no? Yan ang mahalaga sa tao para paniwalaan. Tinatawag ko, trustworthy. Diba? Do I need to say more? Pagkakatiluan. Sir, yun nga, kailangan malinis ang credentials mo. Wala kang bahid na. Sir, mahirap yun Yun ang esensya ng nagtitiwala ka sa tao. Yun ang esensya din ng trabaho ng isang communicator, journalist, ano pa ba? Yun. Kailangan walang bahid ng. Now, for the performance task, I think this is the second performance task, di ba? The photo, you will be creating a example of photojournalism. Sir, what's photojournalism? Photojournalism is a journalism in which a news story is presented primarily through photographs with supplementary written copy called caption. So may mga picture siya tapos may mga caption. Ba? Sana siya, photo lang siya. Yung photo mo, nagkukwento siya. Isang photo lang yun, pero nagkukwento. Paano nagkukwento? Pinapakita kung ano yung circumstances, saang lugar ito. Tingnan natin kung may mga example dito. Anyway, photos will be based on your own perspective, no? Ikaw mismo, no? Kaya yung mga photo nito ay manggagaling sa iyo, hindi nang gagaling sa iba. Based on your own perspective and how you perceive current heat index sila. Ito na naman tayo. Anong perspective mo doon sa init ng panahon, no? Sa klima natin ngayon? So kung apektado lahat, anong perspective mo doon? Apektado ang pag-aaral, apektado ang trabaho, apektado ang pagkilos. Ano yung ipakita mo yan sa picture? And those photos are original and bear your own faces as a subject. I said it as a faces because the submission will be on group, 4 members in a group, and it will be posted as a slide in Canva. I will be providing a slides of Canva. Tapos ilalagay nyo doon. So sa bawat slide, yun ang isang submission. Isang submission. So apat-apat yun. So paano sinasagawa yan? O halimbawa, ito hindi ko original to, pero yung isasabihin original at nakikita yung mukha ninyo. So you are 4 members in a group that ito, apat na picture ito. So, tag-iisang picture, isasubmit, i-compile, tapos ito na yung pinaka-slides sa inyong Canva. What else? You must have a caption. Okay. Halimbawa yung caption, caption original na. Ito, kinopya ko lang yan as an example. So, ibig sabihin, ano yung kwento tungkol dun sa inyong compilation of pictures? Actually, yung chasing the sun during the heat wave, etc., etc. Yan ang caption. So, 4 members, isang picture sa isang membro. So, i-compile in that particular, ano ba tawag dyan? Grid format. Tapos, isasubmit sa Canva, ipopost doon, tapos may caption. So, caption, isa lang. The overall caption for 4 pictures. Question? Yung question sa GC. Huwag po hindi ako sumasagot sa PM. Meron tayong GC. Bakit hindi tanong doon sa GC mismo? Diba? I think this is a second for the fourth quarter, second performance test. And magdadagdag pa ako. Question? Wala na sa GC and this is this is the conclusion of our second topic for fourth quarter, professionals and practitioners in communications. You can now be a communicator through the submissions of your photojournalism. Ayan, para maipakita nyo yung picture. Diba, yan, gagayahin mo yung bata. Di maliligo ka din. Nakikita ko yung mukha mo. Nauuhaw ka. Di ikaw yung umiinom. Diba? In relation to heat wave, although wala pa namang heat wave, mataas lang yung ating heat index. Pero yun na nga, makita mo yung bata, may karton, tapos nagpapay. Kung nagpapay, dapat ikaw yan. Okay? Be creative, pero pwedeng gayahin. Sige, gayahin nyo na. Pero, asa ng creativity doon? Okay? Dapat nandiyan yung mukha mo. Pag wala, rejected siya. Sir, sino yung re-reject? Siyempre yung grupo. Lang naman siya lang i-reject. Kasi submission is in group yan, di ba? Hey, question. Wala na. So, thank you for listening. This is another video lecture. So, mayroon pa akong mga preceding video lectures regarding the next topic. I think, synchronous na lang tayo ng synchronous because of the situation. So, thank you for listening and you can have your questions in the group chat. And of course, you have to do your performance task. Yung submission ko ng third quarter grades, naku po, bungi-bungi. Paano papasa yung grades? Hindi ako may gawa ng grades kayo Okay. Do your work, responsibility, and as well, the submission of the performance task. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you.